Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Franchot.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, June 6th, 2018. This is John Franchot, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Yesterday, the Maryland State Board of Elections voter registration system was taken offline for a, quote, brief period. Yesterday was the last day for Maryland voters to register to vote for the upcoming primary on the 26th, and the board says that they took it offline on purpose to fix it after they had reports of a slow response. In a statement released yesterday, they said that while the system was down, it and all the data stored in it were secure and protected. They will continue to monitor the system closely and encourage Marylanders to use it to register to vote and update registration information. Speaking of the primary election, which is coming up on the 26th, incidentally with early voting starting on the 14th, a Washington Post University of Maryland poll of likely Democratic voters have found that Ben Jealous and Rushern Baker are in the lead. However, 4 out of 10 haven't made up their mind. Jealous led the poll with 21%, and Baker was right behind with 16%. Valerie Irvin was in third place with 8%, and then picking up the rear was State Senator Richard Madaleno, Attorney Jim Shea, Krish Vignaraja, and Alex Ross. Also part of the poll is they asked all registered voters about specific matchups, and they said that Hogan will edge out Baker and Jealous, each with a 51% of the vote. Among registered voters, 66% had a favorable impression of Hogan, while a majority had no opinion on Baker or Jealous. And among all adults, 60% said Maryland is headed in the right direction. 71% said they approved of the job Hogan was doing. On the national level, 28% of adults said they approved of the job of President Donald Trump, while 68% disapproved. Yesterday, Comptroller Peter Franchot announced that the state of Maryland has received $5.7 million in the form of a rebate from U.S. Bank based on purchases made on state credit cards over the last year. The state first began using the Visa Corporate Purchasing Card Program in March of 1997, and since then, they've purchased more than $4 billion worth of goods and services while earning $62.6 million in rebates, and that is one credit card bill that I can live without. Early last month, Bertucci's declared bankruptcy amid $119 million worth of debt and immediately closed 15 locations, one of which was here in Annapolis. Now it appears that Bertucci's has been acquired by Earl Enterprises, which is an Orlando-based firm that owns Planet Hollywood, Buca di Beppo, and the Earl of Sandwich. Unsure what's going to happen to the Annapolis location, whether it would reopen or be sold off. However, there are still 4 Bertucci's in Maryland that are in operation: Bel Air, Timonium, Columbia, and White Marsh. I used to like their pizzas. And finally, in a story right out of Japan, it seems, if you have been on I-270 near Shady Grove Road, you may have seen this 8-story all-glass tower. And what this is a car vending machine. A company called Carvana has opened up a bona fide car vending machine in Gaithersburg. The tower holds 30 vehicles, and it is fully automated, coin-operated, and you can buy your car. It's the 10 such one they've got in the country, and to pick it up, what they do is they give you a commemorative, oversized Carvana coin on site, which activates the vending process. An elevator goes up, grabs the car, brings it down, puts it into a delivery bay. The door rolls up, you walk in, get in your car, and go away. Obviously, they offer financing, and you have to prepay for the car prior to picking it up. And if you like the tech and you're not in the area, they will subsidize $200 in airfare if you wanted to fly in and arrange transportation from Dulles. I'm not sure I'm ready to buy a car through a vending machine. Those are the main stories for today. Please check out eyeonannapolis.net. We do update that consistently throughout the day. I am working on a couple of rants that will be coming out a little bit later this week, so stay tuned for those. But in the meantime, please hang tight. We have George Young, with DMV Weather.
'Tis the season, prom season, school dances, after parties, barbecues, and weekends down the ocean. An exciting time for teens. The most recent Maryland Safe and Supportive School Survey shows that 3/4 of Annapolis high school students said it was fairly or very easy for students in their grade to get alcohol. Underage drinking and binge drinking is very real in Annapolis. If you give them access to alcohol, you're not cool, but you are liable for the outcome. Create a safe environment for your teens and their friends this prom season. If they need to talk, listen. If you need to talk, we'll listen. We're here for you and your children. We're ASAP, Annapolis Substance Abuse Prevention. ASAP facilitates healthy community change, prevents and reduces binge drinking, underage drinking, and alcohol-related auto crashes among youth and young adults through locally led collaborations and evidence-based prevention strategies. Visit us at preventsubstanceabuse.org. This message is supported by SAMHSA and the Maryland Behavioral Health Administration.
This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, June 6th. Today and tomorrow will be exceptional weather days across Annapolis and all of Anne Arundel County, with tons of sunshine, fairly light winds, and high temperatures in the 70s with low humidity. After that, Friday will be pretty sweet as well, but warmer with temps in the 80s, and definitely more humid as the flow of air into the region comes from the south. And from there, it's a bit of a return to the broken record forecast we've had so much of lately, with showers and thunderstorms expected each day for both Saturday and Sunday. So while not a total washout is expected by any means this weekend, start to plan now for at least the possibility that the area could see wet conditions once again. Okay, that's it for us today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there and enjoy this incredible early June day ahead of us. And be sure to follow us anywhere, anytime, either on our website at dmvweather.com or on Facebook and Twitter, as well as on our app, which you can download for free by searching for DC MDVA Weather in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. But remember, whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
It's the most important ring you'll ever have. It's the one that goes on the third finger, left hand. It's the engagement ring we design and create for a couple in love. It may not be the biggest diamond you'll ever own, or the most expensive. It might actually be quite modest. But there will never be a more important one. Look at what it's saying, and we'll say, forever. This is one of the delights that comes with doing what we do. Being part of all that here at Zachary's Jewelers. And with 6 designers on staff, there's nothing you can imagine that we cannot create. If you'd like to design your engagement ring with us, come to Zachary's.
Zachary's, online at zacharysjewelers.com. More than a jewelry store, a jeweler.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.